I'm at the crossroads of Yad Mordechai. A couple miles down the road is SDEROT, the city of SDEROT. It used to be the town of hope. Now it's turned into the city of fear. Hi, I'm from Boca Raton, Florida. We're in the city of SDEROT, which is right on the southern border of Israel and Gaza. In back of us over here are the 30,000 people who live in SDEROT. These people are under constant attack from Qassam rockets. It's been 7 years and 7,000 Qassam rockets fell on the city. How do we stop the Iranians from financing Hamas? And how do we stop these Qassam rocket attacks? From an American viewpoint, it's very difficult to picture bombs, rockets dropping on Boca Raton. So I can't imagine the feeling it is to live in SDEROT. Dr. Gisson, how are you doing?
Representative Prosper, good to see you in Israel.
Good seeing you, Dr. Gisson. Explain it to me. Just explain it to me briefly. What's going on?
Very simple. The distance between SDEROT and Bet Hanun, where the Qassam rockets have been fired, is 1,000 meters. The distance, in real terms, is 1,000 light years. Here you have people who want peace. The people of Israel want peace. They're ready to settle for peace of mind. On the other side, you have Hamas, the frontline organization supported by Iran, who wants to tear Israel to pieces.
We're in SDEROT at police headquarters. Over here are the displays of the different kind of rockets. Right here we've got the Katyushas, which are Russian-made rockets. And over here we got the Qassams. Qassams are homemade rockets like we showed you before. Over here are some of the types of rockets, mostly Qassams, that have fallen on the city of SDEROT. Thousands and thousands and thousands of tons of these missiles have hit SDEROT. We have solutions for long-term missiles. When they send over those missiles, we can intercept them. But we can't do anything because this is made out of pipes.
It's self-made. It's we cannot get any solution for this stupid Qassam rocket.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And this Qassam rocket killed.
This was a bomb shelter. The bomb shelter was converted to a synagogue, Shmuel Antavi. Above the synagogue is the antenna. The antenna gives you 15 or 20 seconds to let the people of SDEROT know the Qassams are coming. And then obviously you have to get into a shelter or you have to find safety in a safe place in your home. The people have to live in uncertainty and fear. And we were just at the antenna that gives the warning, the 15 to 20 second warning. So what happens after they get their warning? Where do they go?
People start to run immediately wherever they could to find a shelter.
And most people don't even have a shelter.
They have not any shelter to protect themselves. And what they are doing, they are praying to God to save their life.
The real pressure is when you're outside place which can defend you, because when it cuts you when you are in your home, it's less pressure. But if you are in your car and with my baby girl, and I don't know what to do. I have to stop the car and go to.
So this happened to you before?
Yeah.
That you had to stop the car and you had to go hide.
Yeah.
This is my house.
That's your house? And do you have a do you have a shelter in your house?
No, because our house is from the old structures, and we have to build it by ourselves.
So in other words, you pray.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. Is
we go to the bathroom.
It's unbelievable. Here's a typical playground in SDEROT. This playground and many other ones in SDEROT are being built by the JNF at a cost of $5 million. Here's the difference between playgrounds in the United States and playgrounds in SDEROT. This playground is built with bunkers all the way around the playground. Look at how thick the bunker is. Hundreds and hundreds of kids can go in here and feel safe from any Qassam attack.
100% of the kids of the SDEROT suffering from trauma. But the Qassam rocket, because the Qassam rocket killed. Here you can see one of the children that have been killed by Qassam rocket. More children and adults that have been killed by Qassam rocket since June 2004.
Unbelievable. This is a typical kindergarten in SDEROT. It's a bomb shelter, basically. Imagine in Boca Raton sending your kids to a bomb shelter.
Come.
Okay. How does it affect the kids, the Qassam rockets?
When it's quiet, it's quiet. When it's not quiet, we have room here. When there is $7, you're going to this room.
When the Qassams go off, you just... This is the room?
Yeah. It's also a shelter, kind of shelter. So they can watch TV, they can play games.
In the United States, everyone is afraid of Iran, but we feel it. We feel it and we know what it means, and therefore Israel is determined to stop it. Israel is determined to prevent Iran from becoming a nuclear power. Imagine to yourself Iran is a nuclear power and Hamas is still operating here. They'll do everything. They'll continue to build longer range rockets. They'll be hitting Ashkelon, they'll be hitting Ashdod. So when we talk about fighting Hamas or stopping Hamas, we're actually talking about stopping Iran here.
I think the question is cutting off the head.
Yes.
And figuring out, well, what do we do about
meanwhile,
Iran?
There is a legitimate concern, and you just pointed out that the politicians have to address.
We are now in about 3 weeks of period of calm, knowing that it's not going to be ended in a period of calm, but we are sure that the problems from the Gaza Strip towards Israel is going to be ended one day in a dramatic military operation, because Israel cannot tolerate a situation that between Israel and Egypt, a new entity of terror equipped with military equipment is rising up, and that's the current situation in the Gaza Strip.
If we would like to put an end to their efforts to fire rockets and missiles towards SDEROT in Israel, it should be done through a military operation.
So you think the Israeli government should go in there every so often and clean it out? And
I think that's what needs to be done, not in order to stay there. It can be done for a short time in order to clean it, and after it to go out.
There's 1.8 million people, out of which maybe several thousand are involved in terrorist activity. The rest are helpless, hopeless. They every time there are Qassam rocket attacks on the passages, and we're going to be there, you're going to see it, they stop the flow of supplies into Gaza.
So in other words, what happens is when the Qassams come over, we stop the supplies.
Yes. Yeah, this is the sort of, the rule of the game is, you know, if they send us Qassam rocket, we're closing the gates. We're closing the supplies, we're closing the passages also to Egypt.
We're on the outskirts of SDEROT, Erez border crossing. You know, this was set up by the Oslo Agreement, and it was supposed to be a bustling place. Peace was supposed to happen. There's 1.8 million people living over in Gaza. Thousands were coming over here daily. Work in Israel. Lately, the last couple of days, Qassam rockets shut down the border crossing. But we opened it up today. Israel opened up the border crossing. No one's coming here. That's because of the reign of terror that's going on with Hamas on the other side. So this is SDEROT. People living for the past 7 years under constant fear and attacks. They pray for peace, but they don't believe in it. They only ask that the government give them some peace of mind and security like it provides the people in Tel Aviv. At its 60th anniversary, the story of SDEROT is also the story of embattled Israel. It's also the unfolding story of the Iranian worldwide terror, from Gaza to Lebanon to Iraq, but above all is the Iranian nuclear threat. A new Holocaust for Israel first and the entire civilized world later. In spite of all this, I've seen the people of SDEROT with their tenacity, courage, and endurance to stay and to live. They send us a simple, clear message. If we have the will, we can beat terror and restore security and peace. I'm Irv Schlossberg from SDEROT, Israel.